immediately crash down and like hurt the metal down there, bend metal up there. So what I actually programmed it for was it holds the arm at a constant power when nothing else is going on of 20, and that actually counteracts the effect of gravity, so we're able to stay at certain heights. We move it just a little bit down, as you can see. I actually also did that with the claw, so when we have a cone, it's not like loose. We can just hold it there, and when we go to put it on there, it won't fall out at all.
It was also applied to the mobile goal, which if we press a button, it will constantly raise. And with the mobile goal in there, the weight of it counteracts that force, and it just stays at whatever level we want to.
That programming that part was fun. So it was our first tournament with the actual mobile goal and the intake, and I wanted this to be able to do the same thing the arm and the claw were doing, since it had been doing so and had such good results. But the problem is it doesn't always have a mobile goal in there at all times. So what we did was the exact same thing. But in coding, I actually have two completely different sections of programming where a variable switch changes it between the automatic hold, where it goes up automatically, and without it. So you can easily press two buttons on the controller and control it with ease.
Great.
Do you want to talk about the Auton?
Auton.
Although we can't show it.
Yeah.
When you guys have another match?
No, actually.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, cool. We've got time. Auton is extremely important. We did very well in skills last tournament. I do believe we got 92 in total. We
Yeah.
were beat out by one team, and
We were tied for second. I think the team after got 116.
Yeah, that's crazy. Their Auton's like 30.
Yeah, it's they just like
Throws it
fling
in.
out.
continue. As I was saying, it's super important. It's one of those matches. It's kind of required, basically. It's also the most boring part. It's making tiny little fixes to base code, kind of like pseudocode, but you still write in values. You just don't know what the values should be. And so you master the first part, so you get to the mobile goal and slide it in, and you make sure that the robot is aligned at first before Auton actually starts, and you get a little bit perfect. And then you get a certain amount of raise on the mobile goal perfect, and you have to make sure that turn is always consistent, or at least consistent enough that the field itself running into it will correct it for you. And
He has been our master of Dead Reckoning.
I don't know how, because I don't know any of the programming he does.
I pretty much just washed my hands of the Auton and gave it to him. So he's been very proactive about getting Dead Reckoning just right, making sure it's set up perfectly.
That's
Aww.
Auton right now today, we've been able to get into the 5 consistently, even though before literally just today, we've been getting perfect 10s each and every time. But now we haven't had time to edit it or download or test it because it's just
Quick
super
fire
fast paced.
matches.
We're trying to do skills and trying to plan alliances, and we're kind of sticking with the 5, I guess.
No, we're still trying to get to the 10.
Yeah, and
It's just taking a little bit more.
All right, gentlemen. Do you guys have any questions for these guys that they haven't talked about already?
There was actually one thing else I wanted to talk about, if that's all right. Here, will you show on the controller?
Yep.
On the right side, the left and right buttons on the little pad will, here, press them. If you see these little LEDs are moving, that is actually changing a variable in the code that in the Auton phase, depending on what that variable is, it uses a switch function to execute different Autons. It makes our robot a bit more versatile because lots of robots are only able to go on one side, do it a very specific way, but if we are partnered with somebody who normally does it one way, we can do it the other way just fine. That was it.
No, you're fine. Thank you guys very much. This is a pretty awesome robot.
You guys have any questions?
You guys have any questions for me? I think you guys covered a lot. Hey, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Good job.
Never looks good, but
works.
thank you so much.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
Your time. Thanks.